Violent demonstrations along the Gaza border are continuing, and now a video appearing to show IDF soldiers cheering for the sniper killing of a Palestinian protester has just surfaced. The short film has sparked massive controversy across political lines, and an investigation is now set to take place. Here with more on the story is ILTV's Aaron Porras, but first, let's take a look at the video.
איך הוא מתכופף תמיד בדיוק כשנוקף? לוקח לך את הוורוד. לא ורוד, אני על הכחול אני.
וואי, זה סרטון! יש! בן של איזה סרטון, הנה, תרוצו לפנות אותו. בטח שצילמתי את זה.
All right, how are people reacting to this video? Because it's pretty hard to watch.
Yeah.
We just saw it ourselves here, and as you said, this has divided the government clearly.
Yeah, and sparked an investigation. And early reports from the early conclusions from the investigation are basically saying a few things. Number one, that they believe this video is circulating now, but it was filmed in December during clashes unrelated to those that we're seeing on the border now. Further, they're saying that the IDF has concluded that the sniper was in line with military values and is not going to be brought up on any charges or anything like that, but that the other soldiers commenting in the films were acting in ways, quote, not befitting of the values and the morals of the IDF. The cameraman who was shooting the film will be brought up for a disciplinary hearing, and he may face criminal charges, but none have been filed at this time. As for the victim in the video, that's kind of the more interesting part. According to the IDF, the victim was not only a key instigator in the clashes at the time, who had repeatedly refused orders to turn around, but he apparently is not even dead, according to the IDF. The IDF claims that he was shot in the leg and not in the head. Now, as far as people are responding to this, dividing the country, yeah, I mean, we're getting left-wing and pro-Palestinian groups who are calling out for the sniper to be to brought up on criminal charges, and like Ayman Odeh, who heads up the Joint Arab List in the Knesset, and then you have people, NGOs, who are saying, this is any investigation is too little, too late anyway, because this happens all the time. But then you have people, on the other side of this argument, like Minister Bennett, Erdan, and Lieberman, who are defending the actions here. Yeah.
It's just interesting to me, on what grounds are they being supportive of celebrating, this type of action?
So it's not so much that they're supporting the celebration, and in fact, all of the people I just mentioned, Bennett, Erdan, etc., have said that what you hear in this video, the narration, is not professional and shouldn't have been said, and is certainly not okay, but at the same time, to look at the actions of the field. And they're saying, hey, they're protecting the border. I think Science Minister Ophir Akunis said it possibly best, that, it's not like this guy was coming up to approaching the border to make peace. So it's a very difficult situation, but the investigation is ongoing.
Well, I think it's fair to say that, this video certainly does not make the Israeli military look good. So there is something to be said about, the things that are said in moments like this, whether or not they are morally viable.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to our next story.